It's nightlife and beaches today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 23. Fits it through the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. One of the tight ends motioning left. From the red zone now. That one's complete, right side. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Let's go. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here we go. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And this one does not go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready? Track at 60. Go.
Now Daniels off the play action. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Running with Achane out of the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Ready?
And 8 yards to
Here
go.
we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Tag. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hut, hut.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be third and long.
Tight.
Again, Daniels to the air. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
They've got a man in motion. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. And the struggle's seeping into the ground game now as he's held up at the line.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. Third down coming.
Let's go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He fires one deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Second and 13. Hits him on the out route.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Got it. Ready?
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught for the first. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Like it, 18. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, a gift to A.J. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 11-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Play fake here, Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Daniels throwing on third. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood at midfield. He picks up 16 on the good return. And it'll be Dolphins football. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Daniels now. Hauled in by Waddle. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go!
3rd and short, Daniels. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Hits the 20. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Ready, ready.
Now Daniels to throw. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got this at the 27. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Seahawks football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And they have that one contained right at the line. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to the air here. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 35 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Tarvarius Ward picks it off. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
2nd down carry for Achane. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jair Brown has it. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
1st down 10 at the 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Walker. Now working a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now looking to throw. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. He's got it. It's a Seattle touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18.
Dolphins 3.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is reeled in by Wilson. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
36-yard line.
Ready. Warrior 70. Check go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ready.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here's Daniels. Wilson's got it. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Here we go.
Again, Daniels to the air. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins make it an 11-point ball game. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
This is Walker on 2nd. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down.
7 times. 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 7 ti
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Ty Zettler on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. Brings it in at the 12. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And it'll be their football. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Daniels back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Ready?
From the 24. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Achane goes up and over for the touchdown. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game before halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniels. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Touchdown, Seattle! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18.
Dolphins 17.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Come on. Set. 19 Lions.
Daniels on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
18 Rattler.
He'll throw it. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's looking deep once again. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Score Seahawks 35. Dolphins 17.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Play fake here. Daniels bails out of the pocket quick. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Toss play. This is Walker. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Walker now from the gun. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that stretches the lead to 21.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go!
Now Daniels off the play action. He's on the move. On target to Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Achane, a 1st down carry. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Achane again. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. He'll cobble together a yard there. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
37-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Rolling left, buying some time. He's on the move.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. And they pick him off again. And the Seahawks have it once again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Running with Walker again. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. Here's Achane up the middle. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
4th down, here's Daniels. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Walker on 1st down. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Stopped by Cedric Gray. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Staying with Walker. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Looking for a throw here. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught by his back. It's inside the 10. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down from the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
To the ground with Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead.
Dolphins 17.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Dolphins have it to begin the 4th, and this game, it has been a nightmare for them. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Ready.
Here's Daniels. Getting out to his left. That's incomplete left side. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that brings up 4th and short.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they pick him off again. Jair Brown has it.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Shut up.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. First down play, nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard